If you hate the Philadelphia Eagles, click that like button right now. Once again, Roger Goodell and the NFL just do whatever they can do to benefit the Philadelphia Eagles. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for being here. Today is forever known as the Tush Push Day, as the Eagles had their famous play be brought to a second board meeting where the NFL voted on it to be banned or still allowed. And despite 22 of the 32 teams voting to outlaw the play remains intact. The Green Bay Packers submitted a proposal to alter the way the Tush Push was ran. Here was the document that they proposed, and essentially it is you cannot aid or assist a ball carrier by pushing them from behind. It looks very similar to a rule that was once in the National Football League in the early 2000s when you weren't allowed to aid or push or pull a ball carrier from behind. But for some reason, they stopped calling that a flag. And yeah, the Eagles found a loophole in a play that is the epitome of rugby. Adam Schefter with this. The NFL needed 24 votes today to ban the Tush Push, but only got 22. Here are the 10 teams that voted against the Tush Push ban. The Eagles, Ravens, Browns, Lions, Jags, Dolphins, Patriots, Saints, and the Jets and the Titans. And you can see some of those teams have former Eagles coaches on their staff. The Eagles blowhards got Jason Kelce on a private plane. Oh, wait, Jason Kelce didn't even play last year. They had to fly him down to wherever the hell the meetings were to be all big and bad and the dude's dude that he is and try to convince everyone that the Tush Push should stay. It's our play. We invented it. The owner from the Eagles quite literally said it's similar to a wet dream. Fucking loser. That we can run this play and no one else can run it. They're a joke. A passionate speech about why the Tush Push should remain legal. The Packers pitched their original proposal earlier this offseason. At the NFL owners' meetings in April, it was an even 16-16 split. So they tabled the discussions to ban the Tush Push. They needed 24 votes. Then they voted again today, and 8 teams decided to sway their votes. So really good job, Jason. You had 8 teams decide to vote against you that voted for you a couple of months ago. It was then tabled to the May meetings, and the decision was made to keep it by 2 votes. Look, I absolutely hate the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is part of the reason that I hate this play. But the real reason I love this play is because I love football, and I love the National Football League, and I love everything that goes into the game of football. I don't like rugby. I don't watch rugby. I don't care about rugby. The NFL doesn't like rugby either because that's how they used to play football when the NFL first started, where they wore leather hats on their head. It looked like a rugby scrum, and we moved on from that. And the NFL is now the most popular and revenue-growing league because we got away from rugby. But now, since the Eagles are good at it, we're just going to allow them to keep on doing it. And you could say, Marsh, just hate the Eagles. That's why you don't want them to run it. Well, so did 22 of the 32 teams. Somehow that's not enough. Matt LaFleur, the head coach of the Green Bay Packers, the team that submitted the proposal that 22 teams accepted to outlaw the rule to allow it, says the Tush Push isn't a great football play. It's more of a rugby play. Also has safety concerns. Everyone always tells me, I actually just went and watched the video that Chase Sr. put out on the Eagles channel, and there was a quote he said where it's the most safest play in the NFL. It's just literally not true. It takes so much excitement out of the game. How many times, and it's been too many times because the Eagles have been good recently, where we've seen them on primetime, where they're on the goal line, or it's a short yardage play, and you can just turn your brain off. And let's just get in a rugby scrum. We don't have to outthink you. We don't have to outsmart you. We don't have to come up with the play that beats what you're calling. We're just going to line up and we're going to illegally push people from behind. Like, it's not fun to watch. Nobody has ever said after a touchdown was called back and got moved to the 1 yard line, hell yeah, man, I can't wait to see the Eagles get their tush pushed. No one has ever said that because it's not a fun play. Is it easier to hate Philly? Like, yeah, it is easier to hate Philly because Philly does this. It does, absolutely. But the Eagles are getting worse at the tush push. 92.5% 2023 and 82.4% this year. I still hate it. There was also other teams that were really good at running it. A team like the Buffalo Bills, who was the second best team in the NFL last year running the tush push. And they voted to ban the play because they have morals and they don't have to win off a gimmick. And they're not losers. I wanted to go to this tweet. The tush push vote today is more significant to the Bills than the entire rest of the league, not named the Eagles. Buffalo and Philly have ran the play more than the 30 other teams combined the last 3 years, converting it into a touchdown or a first down 87% of the time. So why would the Bills, who are really good at the tush push, ban it? Because it's not football. It's rugby. It takes the excitement, the suspense, and the strategy out of short yardage plays. And that's what football's about. Being able to convert 3rd and 2s. Being able to keep the sticks moving on 4th and 1. By having someone actually lined up, not in the neutral zone, and lined up legally and running an ISO, or running a power, or running a read option, or running any sort of play where the runner is not aided from behind by his teammates, which was illegal 15 years ago, and somehow it is now legal yet again. Ben Johnson, the head coach for the Chicago Bears. Have you ever seen a tush push become an explosive plays? I like explosive plays. I like big plays. So I'm not a big tush push guy myself. I'm not either, Ben Johnson, and no one that really loves the game of football for what it is appreciates the tush push, because 99.9% of the time, it's an illegal formation by the Philadelphia Eagles. The center's head is not supposed to be in the neutral zone. Here's a picture of the Eagles running the tush push, and I'll give you a guess where the center's head is. The neutral zone. Every single time they run it, it is an illegal formation. Just like they called Jawan Taylor, the right tackle for the Chiefs, an illegal formation when he was lined up more than 2 yards off the ball. Like, people be like, the NFL evolves. We're evolving to the tush push. We're finding new plays. No, you're finding loopholes in the game. Just like when Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Trae Young, what did they do? When a defender would put their hand on their hip, they would rip through, get the foul, and you know what they used to get? Free throws. Did anyone call Kevin Durant a genius? Did anyone call James Harden a genius? No. The NBA just changed the way the game is officiated to benefit the teams, the league, and the viewers. You no longer get to go to the foul line if it's a rip-through move. Maybe you shouldn't allow people to get pushed from behind to move forward like you did almost for the entire duration of the National Football League once you moved on from brown leather helmets. It's a joke, it's terrible for the sport, and it's the worst play ever invented. And it's easy to hate because it's Philadelphia Eagles. What do you think? Should the tush push be banned? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. I'm a closet Eagles fan. Go to chatsports.com/dart and get your jersey today. Jackson Dart jerseys are selling, and they're almost sold out. And you're going to want to get them today so you can have it for week 1, and you don't got to wait till the end of the year to rock your Jackson Dart jersey. He's wearing number 6 right now. Chatsports.com/dart. Get your jersey today. All righty, let's move on to something that's exciting, and, makes the NFL look good, like Hard Knocks and the New York Giants being on it again, but in a different form. The Giants, Commanders, Cowboys, and Eagles, the NFC East, will be featured on Hard Knocks in season with the NFC East. I believe they did this last year. I don't remember exactly what division it was. AFC North. Shout out to producer Coop coming in clutch. The Buffalo Bills are on the regular Hard Knocks. No team was on off-season Hard Knocks because Joe Schoen embarrassed himself, and no other front office wanted to do that again. But it is exciting that the show will feature the New York Giants. It will debut in December, the later part of the NFL calendar, into the playoffs. So maybe the Giants will be able to be on that. or maybe the NFL will just give the Eagles wins this year illegally. It'll be on the final stretch of the season into the playoffs. It won't be a live type of thing. You'll have to see it probably a week or two on tape delay, but it'll be a lot of fun. And I know for a fact Joe Schoen, when he saw this, started to punch the air somewhere. He's probably upset about it. He probably doesn't want any more cameras on the inside meetings that they have because the last one made him look like a fool. As a fan, though, I love my team being on Hard Knocks. I get inside access. I get to see what's going on inside the walls. I get to determine if you're being an idiot or not, which is awesome because I want to know everything about this team. And when I get a peek behind the curtains, that's awesome. We'll also potentially get to see how it unfolds if Jackson Dart becomes the starter for this team down the season. So I'm pumped up about it, excited about the Giants being on Hard Knocks in some sort of capacity this year. That'll just add more juice to the season. Speaking of the season, if you're ready for it to start, hit that thumbs up icon for me. I'm pumped up. It's right around the corner. We're getting into OTAs soon, then mini camp, the training camp. But before you know it, Jackson Dart will be slinging touchdowns in the preseason. Hit that thumbs up icon if you're ready to see it happen. And make sure you are following me on social media. I'm sure some loser Eagle fans will be watching this video. If you're big and bad and tough, tweet at me on Twitter. Nobody's scared of you. You probably have a profile picture of another man. Hit me up. F the Eagles. Let's go, Big Blue.